Hey fellow travelers, Caleb here again, and I am walking along the beach. I have a little bit of free time today, and I thought I would take the opportunity, since we are leaving South America after 4 years of slow traveling, to tell you about what I think are the best cities for digital nomads in 2024. If you want to know the last place is where I'm walking right now, stick around till the end. Okay, this half-buried boat in the sand looks like a good place to record, so let's do it. Are you looking to travel around South America in 2024 or 2025, and you're looking for some good places that you can maybe live for a little while and work online? Well, you're in the right place. I have been traveling in South America for a little over 4 years now to several different countries, and I'm going to tell you specifically the places that I found that I don't think are talked about very much. So I'm going to offer 5 budget-friendly digital nomad hidden gems in South America to travel to in 2024 and 2025. These are not in any particular order. Okay, it's pretty hot, so I went for a little swim first. The first place I want to talk to you about is Rosario, Argentina. This is a pretty big city about 2 hours away from the capital of Buenos Aires, which I also highly recommend you visit. But Rosario is a large city, which means that it has good infrastructure for working online. We were there for a month, and I don't think we saw one power outage or had one loss of connection to the internet the entire time we were there, which is really awesome. The downtown area is actually pretty large. There's some good malls, movie theaters, shopping, pretty much whatever you want you can find in Rosario. It is a big enough city for sure. Rosario is also a very affordable city. Right now, in 2024 and 2025, Argentina as a whole is quite affordable, though parts of Buenos Aires, so the popular parts like maybe Palermo, could be really expensive, and Rosario is a cheaper alternative. You definitely still get the city experience living in Argentina, but we rented a 2-bedroom on the 8th floor for maybe, what was it, 350 USD a month. So you can get some really good deals, and the restaurants are very well priced in Rosario as well. One surprising thing is it kind of feels like a beach city because it is along the huge river, which I cannot remember the name of right now. I'll put it on the screen right here. But there's actually a lot of kind of man-made beaches, kayaking, and a boat that takes you across the river to a lot of kind of resort places that feel very tropical. It definitely gets really hot in the summer, so be prepared for that, and it is an excellent alternative to Buenos Aires if you want to get some sun on the beach by a river for an affordable price. Next, I'm going to mention San Bartolo, Peru. This is a small municipality about an hour away from the capital of Peru, Lima. So it's close enough that you can find anything that you need, and also close enough that it means the infrastructure, even though it's a small municipality, is really good. There was also virtually no loss of connection or internet the entire time we were here, and we always had electricity. The internet speeds in our Airbnb, at least, were also some of the best speeds we have seen in South America, upwards of 100 gigabyte upload and download speed. Peru overall, though not as affordable as Argentina right now, is still generally a pretty affordable country to live in, and San Bartolo is no exception. There are only a handful of stores and grocers in San Bartolo itself, but you could easily take a Uber or taxi or a bus to Lima, like Mal Sur, and get more groceries all at once to take back. But even the small local restaurants, cevicherias, and grocers have really affordable prices. You can get a seafood lunch there for like $5. As far as the environment, in the winter it can be pretty gray and a little bit chilly, though not that cold. In the summer it can get pretty hot and there is a lot more sun. All year around in San Bartolo, there are surfers in the water basically from sunup to sundown. It's got a really big surf culture, so if you're into surfing and you want to just hang out on the beach, I highly recommend San Bartolo, Peru. Next is kind of a two-for-one. I'm going to mention Loja and Vilcabamba in the southern part of Ecuador. Loja is a medium-sized town of about 100,000 people, and Loja is a much smaller town about an hour away. Maybe 3,000 people live there. Both of these places have surprisingly good infrastructure. Vilcabamba in particular has surprisingly good infrastructure for how small it is due to a large expat community that lives there. And Loja is a big enough town where there is also stable infrastructure for working online, and you can find pretty good internet speeds, though maybe not 100 gig upload or download. Both of these towns are in the high rural mountains, the Andes of Ecuador, and their temperature is basically perfect all year round. It doesn't rain too much, and it is extremely green most of the year. It is known as the land of longevity, and there is a relatively high number of retirees living there. So if you're looking for a nice chill place to do some hiking and relax in the mountains with some gorgeous views, then I recommend Vilcabamba and or Loja, Ecuador. Next up is Torres, Brazil. This is a beach town, medium size in southern Brazil. A lot of people like to hit up Florianopolis, but if you're looking for a good alternative, check out Torres, Brazil. Most of southern Brazil has really good infrastructure and even drinkable tap water. Here, we also had no issues with connectivity or internet outages basically the entire time we were there. The internet speeds weren't the best or worst we had ever seen in South America, but definitely serviceable to work online and do video calls. Southern Brazil, even though it has really good infrastructure, is relatively affordable, especially compared to some of the higher priced tourist areas in Rio or Sao Paulo. Since Torres is relatively unknown to the wider travel community, you can find really good rental prices. We were able to get a nice 2-bedroom a couple of blocks from the beach for under 500 USD a month. Some of the restaurants in Torres, in our experience, were a little overpriced, but grocery prices make up for that by being really affordable. The environment is one of the best places. Everybody we met in Torres was really nice, and there are some beautiful beaches, seaside cliffs, and there's even a lake right in the middle of downtown that has things like otters and all sorts of birds. There's fishing, paragliding, and pretty much anything you could want, though it is still kind of a chill, laid-back town, not exactly the best place to party. And the final place that is perfect for digital nomads in 2024 and 2025 here in South America is where I am now. This is Ilhabela, Brazil, a small island close to the mainland, about a 20-minute ferry ride and a 4-hour bus ride from Sao Paulo. This is absolutely an amazing spot. Infrastructure isn't as good as some of the other places, but we have had minimal issues, only one outage within a month of being here. It is a small town, but everything you can need is found on the island. There are pharmacies, banks, and grocery stores all right here on the island. Ilhabela does have a high season and a low season, but is still relatively unknown to a lot of the digital nomad community, so you usually see only tourists from Argentina and other parts of Brazil, meaning that the prices haven't been inflated yet. We are currently renting a nice 2-bedroom apartment here on the island that has great views for about 550 USD. The restaurants here are really good. Some are kind of expensive, but you can find a really good meal for like $5, $6. There's also tons of affordable activities. We went kayaking the other day, and I think it was like $6 for the hour. So you could do 3 hours of kayaking for under 20 bucks. Not too bad. The environment here is spectacular. Even though there's a high season and a low season, there is good weather all year round. On the day of filming this, October 1st, 2024, it is about 31 degrees and not a cloud in the sky. The beaches here are beautiful. There are mountains in the background if you like hiking. There's no surfing since the waves aren't very good, but it is perfect for parasailing, paragliding, windsurfing, paddleboarding, and kayaking. Everyone we have met has been really awesome here. The environment is beautiful. I highly recommend that you check out Ilhabela for 2024 and 2025 if you're looking for hidden gems in South America. Okay guys, what did you think? Those are my 5 places: Rosario, San Bartolo, Loja, Ecuador, Torres, Brazil, and Ilhabela, Brazil. Let me know if there's any place that you've visited recently that you think is really good for digital nomads in the comments, and tell me if you disagree with any of the spots if you happen to have been there. If you like stuff like this, make sure to like and subscribe. We always make authentic videos about budget travel to hidden destinations. See you next time. Bye.